It's day 22. And let's have a real talk. I coach people and mentor people every single day. And the one thing that most people don't have that I am very, very good at. Some people think I'm just a workaholic. Some people are like, your hobby is work. But I am very, very good at discipline. Very good at it. And I'm getting better every single day. But I want you to drop in the comments if you're watching live. Please comment live. Stop the scroll and listen to this. If you will repeat simple disciplines every single day, it's like compound interest. And pretty soon, you're like a freight train that can't be stopped, right? You have momentum. You're in the vortex. Everything good is happening for you. It's like everything she touches turns to gold. Or it's like she's so fit. Or she's so successful. Or everyone's attracted to her. You guys, it's energy. And it comes from simple disciplines repeated every single day. So this morning, every day, I have a daily method of operation. And when I wake up, I don't even know where my phone is. Like, I'm not going to wake up and grab my phone. The first thing I do is feed my brain, right? So the very first thing I do every single day is feed my brain before I open an email, before I go check my bank balance. Like, I got to know the score. I got to know the daily goal. Every day, I do the same thing. Simple disciplines repeated. So I set goals. I have 3 things that I'm going to accomplish every day that are the most important. And I don't get to do anything else until I do those. Now, if I don't get those done, I'm going to move them to the next day, or I'm going to delegate them to someone that can help me. But you guys, there's a reason some people come up and some people just can't come up. Like, no matter what, they just stay stuck. Good morning, Michelle. And I want to tell you guys something. Discipline to me, I mean, I look at my children were incredible athletes. So, you know, they still work out twice a day, wake up, drink their protein, do their sit-ups, go run, make sure that they're doing all the things. That's never been my strength. And every day that I keep saying, like, I'm going to work out, I'm going to work out, I'm going to work out, eventually you have to look at yourself and say, what do I keep saying that I'm going to do that I don't do? And you have to hire someone that's going to help make you do the things, right? I know if I don't move my body, I'm not going to live to be as old as I could if I wake up and move my body. So whatever you're not good at, hire someone or do something that's going to help you get better at what you do. Eventually, I used to be a dancer and owned a dance school. Eventually, I was like, so I don't like to work out and I don't like to sweat, but I will stretch on a mat and breathe or get on a bike where I can still be doing my work, right? Like, there's things that I will do, but there's other things that I just don't enjoy. So we have to discipline ourselves to do certain things that aren't fun in order to have the thing that we want so bad. So let me tell you where I am good. I understand delayed gratification. I understand doing the right things long enough consistently to get the desired result. Most people don't have that superpower. Most people want everything right now. And I think my lesson, I'm wearing my Morgan Wallen shirt today so that I can remind myself that I did not buy the tickets today. And I'm not being sulky and I'm not pouting. Probably find me on my back porch tonight with a playlist. But guess what, guys? The fact that I didn't, and I could buy the VIP, I even know his brand manager, he's in my phone. I could go there, I could have the backstage pass, I could have the VIP. It's not that I couldn't afford to do it, it's where is my focus right now? Now, if I could take all my top leaders for that experience, it would be a really good investment. But what I need to do right now is stay focused on the task at hand, right? So I have a project that I'm working on. I have a big week ahead. I have goals that I want to hit. I have people who are depending on me. Now is not a time for a freaking vacation, let alone a concert where I'm going to be up late, wake up tomorrow, maybe lose my voice, not be at my best. I got a speaking engagement this week, a big one at an event in Dallas, right? And any of you that know me, if I went to the concert, I would not have a voice in the morning because I would be that girl the most excited girl in the middle of the pit, screaming, dancing, losing my mind, because I'm that girl. That day will come, and I will take a lot of top leaders with me, and we will go backstage everywhere and have so much fun. But right now, I'm in a grind and a discipline mode. There's so many people that make the money, own the company. They got to get the private jet. They got to have the mansion. They got to have the G-Wagon, the Mercedes, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. But one of the things that I have really learned is, are you going to do the simple disciplines now so you can have the long-term freedom later? Or do you not understand delayed gratification and you want it all right now? And here's what I'm going to teach every business owner that I ever meet for the rest of my life. Discipline yourself now so you can be free for the rest of your life. Do the hard things on a daily basis. Delayed gratification. See the long-term vision. See the long-term. Why would I wake up every day and stretch and exercise and do the things that I don't enjoy doing? Because I really love to just help people, and it's hard for me to put myself first. But I got to see myself dancing at the wedding of my great-granddaughter. I got to see myself holding my great-grandchildren, having quality of life to run with them at Disney World. That is the only reason I would want to go and exercise, right? I wouldn't go exercise just so my body would look hot, because that doesn't drive me. Might drive my husband, but it doesn't drive me. I'm always driven by other people. So I have to find a way to change the discipline, the hard, and see what I'm going to get long term. The women's center that I'm going to be able to build on this acreage, the empire that I'm going to have as a company because I'm building the people. I would rather invest in 5 plane tickets to fly top leaders into the event next week than me spend $2,500 to go meet Morgan Wallen, right? It'd be more than that. It'd be $2,500 just to get in the pit where I want to be. But I want you guys to think about the simple disciplines that you do on a daily basis and the long term what you're going to get. Saving the money, not spending. You know, most people wouldn't believe this, but Dave and I live in the exact same house we bought in 2001. And I've never had a mortgage that I owed on a house I lived in that was more than $300,000. I have started small and built my way up. We just redid our kitchen for the first time in 21 years because I've always invested in things that would make me money, not that, oh my gosh, I deserve this. Now, I'm not shaming you if you are opposite of me, but I want to ask you something. Peace of mind comes from you knowing that you have more money than you need. Peace of mind comes from you knowing that if your income did go away, you could live off the investments that you have. Peace of mind does not come from the material things that we want right now to impress all the other people out there, to keep up with the Joneses. My success tip for you today is delayed gratification. Do the hard thing now so you can do the big thing later. Put the goal out there and you're still going to get it, but maybe put it 18 months from now and pay a little bit each month into that slush fund for that one thing that you're going to do to really treat yourself. Don't use a credit card and pay interest on something to get it right now. Not unless it's an investment in your business. It's an investment in your learning, your growing. See, there are liabilities and there are assets. And one day my mentor said to me, Barb, you have 5 TVs, but you're telling me that you can't get to the leadership retreat. Those 5 TVs are costing you money. I had one in every kid's room with the little VCR in the bottom of it, right? So they could all watch their movies. And he's like, what is all of this stuff that you had? I had like 20 Christmas trees, and I would buy decor for every single one of them in every single room, right? Because I wanted to impress. I wanted to entertain. I wanted to have my home look so beautiful. And he said, you've got to stop your spending habits. You've got to have delayed gratification and buy things that will actually be an asset to you to print money while you sleep. And I never heard that phrase before. He said, what you want to create is a perpetual money-making machine. So if you're going to buy a car you can rent, right? Otherwise, it's not going to make you money. And I was like, dang. So when I bought a fifth wheel, I rented it out on the weekends. If I wasn't using it, I rented it out on the weekends. Jim Rohn talks about this. Instead of buying a brand new bike as a kid, buy 2 bikes that are used. You ride one and you rent one to pay for the one that you drive. And most people never have someone teach them that. I'll tell you a great book on this day 22 success tip. Go read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad will teach you how to have simple disciplines and create a perpetual money-making machine. Whether you're an employee, whether you're a business owner, whether you're self-employed, whether you're an investor, whether you're an inventor, whatever you do. Simple disciplines repeated every day. You got to get rid of the ego. I'll tell you another story. We have a convention this week, and we're going to Dallas. I am the CEO of the company. I'm wearing a used dress. I'm wearing an old dress. I don't even have time to take time out right now and go look for a dress. People are like, hire someone that gets your fit. Like, okay, what would that cost? And why do I need to go buy Versace or Gucci or whatever? Like, I'm wearing something from like 2015. I don't even care. You know why? I want to teach my leaders. It's not about the money you spend. It's about the person that you become. And I will tell you, this delayed gratification, one day when you do have $1 million in worth, it won't be at all about any of your possessions. It's the person you become on the way up. And on the way up, you're going to have a lot of shit happen in your life. And you got to be so disciplined to not spin out of control, react. Desperate people do desperate things. You know why? Because they have to make a desperate decision based on money and survival. Stop spending money. Stop buying things you don't need. I am going to be about as real and raw as it can get. When the going gets tough and your back's against the wall, you'll be so glad that you disciplined yourself. And the culture that I'm building with people that are so real and so authentic and they've been through so much, I want them to know that, you know what, it's okay if you show up and you don't have a new outfit. You know what, I would rather see that you put that money in the bank or you bought someone else a ticket to come with you. It's okay if you don't have a nice car. It's okay if you have to room with some people and you don't have all the designer stuff. I want to find people who are teachable, who are coachable, and who are ready to discipline themselves. Because I will tell you what, simple disciplines repeated every single day. I looked yesterday. It was funny because I was watching the post pop-up of the women's gymnastics Olympic team. And I was like, Dave, what happened? Did somebody say that they weren't going to win? It literally reminded me of some of my leaders. Like, yeah, you said I wasn't going to make it, right? You guys, success is always the sweetest revenge. You don't have to show your success by going to buy the new car and post. Mama got a new ride. Okay, what happens when mama needs a tag and taxes, right? You don't have to go move into a new home just to show all your neighbors that one thing, that they said you couldn't do. You did it and you moved into a new house. We have so many people starting to make such amazing money. And every day when their income's going up and up and up, I'm going to be like, discipline, 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 discipline. We don't have to create a culture of Instagram likes and, being with I was with Morgan Wallen and Post Malone's brand manager on a plane, and I haven't even posted the picture yet. I did when I met Pastor Todd. I actually went live, but it's not about you getting Instagram likes and you becoming this influencer that everyone is following. I know it is for a lot of people. That is how you attraction marketing and you get people to buy your product and whatever. But what about your neighbor? What about the person at church that needs your time, that needs you to listen, that needs you to be present? What about the person that is struggling, can't even buy diapers for their kid? I guess that's what, when I think about all the things that I could do with money, I could go post it, but I honestly would love to take that same money and make impact. And maybe I'm weird, probably going to get some hate for this, but the simple disciplines repeated every single day is going to build a legacy. It's going to build long-term, stable relationships. Some people are not going to have the patience. They're not going to have the patience. They're not going to see delayed gratification. They're not going to be part of what I'm trying to build. And that's okay. They can go learn the same lessons I had to learn. And I did have to be humbled. They can go be here and there and everywhere without the discipline. I went through that phase too. They can look at all the shiny objects and be lured to the fame. Oh my God, you guys, I was literally with a TV personality. I was with a Green Bay Packer holding up Vince Lombardi in every picture. I was on the 50-yard line at the Super Bowl the year of 9/11. I was in the freaking elevator with Barry Manilow. I didn't think that was a big deal, but he was my mother-in-law's heart throb, right? I was there when Tom Brady was not a big deal at that Super Bowl, and he caught that ball and scored, and the Patriots became the new big deal, right? I will tell you, I've been in those rooms. What I could tell you is I've been happier before in a little cabin at the food pantry with no money and dreams and goals than some of the times when I've been with celebrities at the top of a company when it feels icky. I don't want to feel icky, right? I don't want to be with plastic people. I don't want to be building with people that see it as a temporary fix. I'm going to build long-term, real leadership. And if you're teachable and you're coachable and you really want to come up, listen to me. Get over yourself. Just get over what anyone thinks. I don't care about your money, your rank, your car, your house. Nobody gives a shit the cul-de-sac you live in. At the end of the day, that's you. That's your ego. At the end of the day, I want you to be able to fall asleep and say, if I don't want to wake up tomorrow and work, I'm not going to have to, right? But that's not today. Today, we got to work. We got to work. I put this shirt on this morning. My husband goes, oh my gosh. Everyone on my leadership team is like, buy the damn ticket, Barb. No. Because here's the thing. I ain't going on a vacation. I ain't going to a concert. I ain't spending money that I don't need to spend. I'm not going to be wasteful of resources, time, or energy. I'm building something like a maniac. And if you don't have that something in your life, guys, you need to get it. Today, I got 10 a.m., an 11 a.m., a 12. My little niece, she's an esthetician, and she wants to practice on my face today before my big event. She's like, Aunt Barbie, are you coming so I can make your face look pretty before you go to the convention? And she's just starting. Oh my gosh, yesterday was her first busy day, right? And last night she called me at 8 o'clock. I'm like, why are you calling me so late? I just got off work, Aunt Barb. I was so busy. Guys, she hated school. She called me crying every day. I want to move home. I hate this. I miss my mom. I miss my family. I don't want to do this. I kept saying, Camry, begin with the end in mind. You're going to be the most amazing esthetician. You can do this. Call me when you're crying. Call me when you want to give up. Call me when you want to quit. One of these days, and you guys want to know what's sad? I owned the day spa. I owned the med spa where she was going to work. And one day, I decided to sell that med spa to make a temporary sacrifice for a long-term dream and vision. And it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Sold my mother-in-law's house, sold my med spa, sold a house my daughter was renting that she loved, that she would love to move back into. Like, I made a huge commitment. a delayed gratification, 18 months without income, selling off really good properties, saying, I'm going to sacrifice, I'm going to commit, I am going to let go of material things with a vision of what could be, and I am going to make so much impact. I want to ask you guys a question. What have you given up? Some people won't even give up golf. Some people are like, nope, that's my bowling night. I bowl every Wednesday night. Some people won't give up Netflix. I have never watched Netflix, and I don't have anything against it. I know I probably do need to take a break every now and then. But I cannot imagine a Netflix binge until I get to where I'm trying to get as a team. I cannot imagine a lot of things that people do, and I'm not shaming them, but that's the difference in me and you. Here's the thing. I've never gotten lucky. I have never gotten lucky. I have worked my tail off. And everything that I get, I only get when I can pay for it and afford it. And the things I could get and pay for and afford, I don't go buy. Because I'm thinking of investing in a product, in a team, in a vision, in a retreat, in an incentive trip, in a new bonus, in something that could actually build up, not reduce worth. What is your net worth? I want you to sit down and I want you to write down everything you own. And I also want you to write down everything you owe money on. Every card, every bank account, every person that you owe. I want you to weigh those out. And I want you to say, what is my actual net worth and what is my actual debt? And my goal for you is that between now, on this 22nd day in November, on that 100th day of these success tips, that you could discipline a little bit more. Start putting $5 a day in a jar. Start paying an extra $500 on your mortgage. Start doing things that will actually move you forward in net worth instead of reducing you and making you feel so trapped and desperate, because you can't do the simple disciplines every single day to get long-term freedom. If you're going to spend money building people, spend money making memories, spend money buying something that could actually help you grow instead of a quick dopamine hit, that retail therapy, right? That, oh my gosh, look at what I got on Instagram. Guys, the remote control is the automatic income reducer. You're never going to get time back, right? Get up, get disciplined, get moving, and stop spending money. Stop spending, start investing in simple disciplines every single day. I could teach a 2-day course on this, what to do between now and the end of the year so you don't pay more taxes, so you do have more debt reduction, so you do have more time freedom and financial freedom. But the problem is most people won't listen because they're going to go do what makes them feel good. And they're going to go buy what makes them feel accomplished and accepted and loved. And the reality is later they say, why did I do that? That was so stupid. Listen to me, guys. Simple disciplines repeated every single day. Drive the used car, wear the used dress, save the money, invest it in resources or people. It will pay you back 10 times. It will pay you back 10 times. I know I might not be the most fit. I know I might not be the one that's the most trendy. I might even have some stuff that's like not real. Guess what? Don't care. Laughing all the way to the bank, because the reality is those things that people do only impress people for a minute. And then you, the person with the debt, has to live with the stress of something that wasn't for your own satisfaction anyway. And this is just my opinion. But I'm telling you guys, discipline, 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 discipline. Am I sad that I'm not going to Morgan Wallen tonight? A little bit. I really wanted to take Callie, Darian, and Dave and just rock out like a maniac to all my favorite songs. But here's what I am going to do. I'm going to take that same money that I would have spent and I'm going to put it into an investment account to invest in leadership and create an incentive and it's going to grow. It's going to grow. I'm going to go build people instead of my own self-gratification, and it's going to grow 10x. I promise you, it's going to grow 10x. You got to be selfless, not selfish. You got to see delayed gratification, not instant gratification. And at the end of the day, you got to get over what everyone else thinks and think about how you're going to sleep at night when you don't have the pressure of all those things that you thought you had to have. It's an amazing feeling. So anyway, day 22, simple disciplines repeated every single day. Be real, be raw, be authentic. Quit trying to impress everybody else around you with all your fake book posts, and just be real. Guys, people are starving for that. People really want to be around someone that's going to be real and authentic and honest with them. And what you see is what you get. I ain't trying to impress anybody. Haven't been doing that for a long time. Live in a small town of 2,000 people. What any of them think, the last time I thought about that was probably 2017 when I was the talk of the town. Since then, I've made millions of dollars. And you know what's crazy? Drove the same damn car with 100,000 miles on it. Didn't really care until my husband said, if you don't buy a new car, you're going to break down on the highway between here and Oklahoma. Guys, I didn't care, right? I would call roadside assistance. But I wasn't going to go be strapped. I was going to go invest in things that I knew could truly make a difference and build a long-term, what would I say? Legacy. It's the only thing I can think. Legacy, empire. Think big, guys. Build people. Make impact. Be a servant heart leader, not a selfish heart leader. I'm telling you, what you give will come back 10x. And if you knew how little people really cared about all your possessions or even problems you have that you think people know about, like if you knew how much they really thought about you, it'd probably hurt your feelings. Like, quit worrying about it. Let's be real. Let's be authentic. Let's build a movement of simple, disciplined people that are burning their mortgage in their front yard. Let's have a mortgage burning party, living below our means, right? Let's all post how many miles are on our car and that it's paid for. That's the new sexy. That's the new hot. Simple disciplines repeated every single day. The dividends that pay off are huge. See you guys tomorrow.